Have you ever gotten a raw deal from some rando on Marketplace and you get stuck fixing what they didn't feel like fixing? Or maybe they just didn't have the experience and knowledge to know where to begin on something that makes 10 times the power of the OEM chassis that it was designed for? Well, that's where we're at today on this 1050 swap Triumph Triple Raptor 660. After the first test ride, she just wasn't up to par for some of the serious racing that I want to put this thing through. So that's what we're going to try to accomplish today, is getting this thing ready for some serious upcoming race carnage. So sit back, grab your favorite snack, and let's get to work, rippers and ribettes. Alright guys, and before we get cracking on the rest of this 1050cc swapped Raptor 660, I wanted to show you guys the very first ever in almost 9 years, about a little over 9 years of doing YouTube. We are rocking some t-shirts in the Shopify store. As of this video, check the link in the description below and my top comment. Check it out, guys. This one doesn't have the logo on it. Neither of these have the logo on it, but on the website, you'll see each one has the logo. This one on the back, you've got, now these are two sayings that I came up with. This one you guys won't know. Some of my OG subscribers will know this one, but this one is, you can't not suck at things until you have first sucked ass, so suck it up until you don't blow anymore. Stupid Fast Salations 420. I like that one a lot. And then this one, I know my OG subs are going to remember this one. Tempa Permanent. I don't know if I have the exact video in my head, but I was using zippy ties, putting a battery hold down on a four-wheeler. I think it was Cameron West's Warrior. And I said, that's a good Tempa Permanent fix. And I started using that saying throughout many videos since then. So that is one saying that has kind of stuck with me for years now, and I thought my OG subs would really appreciate that. This one's on the front. It'll have the logo on the back. We'll probably do a couple colors, but just for now, we'll probably just do black in a couple sizes. And while I'm working on some more designs, so if you guys are interested in Stupid Fast merch, definitely check the Shopify store. Appreciate y'all. Let's get cracking on the Raptor 660. Have you ever wanted to get started into crafty things like laser engraving, but not really sure where to begin? Well, I've got the solution for you. Today I bring you a very cool, very neat, and channel-worthy laser engraver from my buddies over at Creality. This unit is called the Falcon A1. You can do a lot of neat things with this. Almost any material can be engraved, and they even sell add-on units like a rotary table to fit every person's individual needs. It only took me about 20 minutes to get it set up and start engraving like a pro. Alright guys, and with that being said, today's video is sponsored by the Creality Falcon. This thing is pretty cool. This is the Creality Falcon A1. I believe this is a 10-watt module laser engraver. I'm trying to bring you guys some really cool stuff here in the channel. I think laser engraving definitely fits among the top tier products that I could bring to the channel of the creative DIY nature type stuff that we try to keep to. So let's check this thing out. We're gonna get this thing all set up, and I'm gonna give you guys a real-time review. I want you guys to see me with my struggles and whatnot with this thing, so that you guys can see if this is something that you actually want, because I only want to bring authentic products to the channel that you guys are interested in purchasing. I saw in the last video you guys loved the LED lights. A ton of orders came through for that. Super thankful. Appreciate you guys. And let's check out the Creality Falcon, see if this thing holds up to what they say it is. All right, so I decided to just do, and I'm sorry for the, oh, there we go. I got the flicker and the stop. Don't know how, but I decided to just do a quick little design. I wanted to show you guys like how easy this thing actually is to use. It took me less than 5 minutes to set it up. Just connect the laptop, put the program on, Falcon Design Space, and boom. I literally, within 2 minutes, it did its own firmware upgrade once you turn the machine on. I didn't have to do anything. And then, yeah, I mean, that's it. I connected one rubber hose, put a power cable to it, and I see it going right now. So we have to work on position. We're a little off center there. Give me a sec, let me fix this. Alright, so I screwed up the first one. I wound up doing my own calibration on it, which only took an extra 5 minutes, but I think I got it this time. I decided to waste the back side of this and let this one play out. But as you can see here, we've got it centered now. And she's cooking. This was super easy to do, guys. If you're looking for a fun little project to make cool gifts, you can get a rotary table for this thing, put it in here, put cups on it, do all kinds of stuff and laser engrave them. Super cool, super fun gift, and super affordable, man, for us crafty guys. This is pretty neat. So you're allowed to move this laser out of the way. Boom, boom, boom. And check it out, man. Can't beat that. I dig that. That's really cool. And you can engrave all kinds of stuff with this metal. I highly recommend not putting flammable materials in there, but very cool, guys. I like this one a lot. Definitely a cool upgrade for the shop. So now that you guys get to see for yourself, this isn't a bad little unit at all. I think this thing goes for $550 USD, 550 bucks. It's really not that bad for a laser engraver. I've seen bigger units in the thousands and thousands of dollars. So for the DIY hobbyist, I think this thing is an incredible price for a beginner to get their feet wet a little bit. That's pretty good. The durability, it seems pretty well made. It doesn't seem to be like Chinesium-ish, if that makes sense to y'all at all. It seems pretty robust. I mean, I wouldn't go throwing it across the shop like I do stuff, but you know, for what you're doing at home, this thing's probably gonna work. That's what I would say. It's probably gonna work for a long time. And they have tons of cheap replacement parts for them. And I'm super stoked, man. I wanna do some more cool stuff with this. I think we can start putting the brand on some stuff that I make here on the channel. That's exactly what I was thinking with this. I was like, ooh, I could put sheet of steel in there, have it laser engrave my logo on it, and then I could either coat it or clear coat it or whatever I want to do, and then weld that to pieces. That's exactly why I was like, yeah, send me the laser engraver. So guys, if you are interested in purchasing your own laser engraver, check out my top comment below and the description to get a very nice discount on your very own Creality Falcon. With that being said, let's get back to work on the 1050 swapped Raptor 660. Let's freaking go. Welcome back, Stupid Fast Nation. Hope y'all are having a great weekend. Pulling the Raptor 1000 back out. I got a couple things from the last video I want to fix up on this thing before we can do some serious ripping on this machine, before I can let out my true inner insane John. So first ride was a little sketchy, not knowing what it's going to do. Raptor 660s tend to be a little top heavy. From the factory, I feel like the seat just sits you sit higher up on a Raptor 660 than you do most other sport quads. Same with the 700 as well. So we can't change the seat height on this unless we lower the shock, but I'm not gonna do that. What I wanna do is change the stance of this quad because it's rocking some blaster rear wheels in this thing, which are making them sit in more, and it's just stock front suspension. So the geometry of this thing, it's a little narrow, and that's gonna make it feel even worse when you're trying to, you know, kind of roll this thing or whatever. And I remember doing a wheelie on this, and it came up in a wheelie, and I was in the middle of a donut, and the thing went up on one wheel. So that's telling me this thing needs to be widened. So I think the quick fix is, obviously we're gonna put some better wheels and tires on this thing, And then also I've got some wheel spacers on the shelf. We'll toss those on. That'll help widen it, at least just for now, until I can get a better suspension setup and an extended swing arm for it. It did run good, but then pulling it back into the driveway, I noticed we had a little bit of an oil leak on the way back in, and I'll show you as a clip here. This thing was puking oil out of the one hose, and that's another reason why I don't think this motor really ran for anybody else, or the original motor, because the hose that comes off the motor, there's no nipple on it, so the rubber hose just pulls right off, even with a clamp on it. That's what happened. The oil pump gave it too much pressure and pushed the hose right off. So we're gonna fix that and a couple other little things on the Raptor 660, the 1000cc Triumph Triple 1050 swapped Raptor 660. We're gonna fix a couple things. We're gonna get this thing ripping and riding really good. And so that's because in a future video, I wanna match this up against the YFZ 1000R, which I am in the middle of finishing the YFZ 1000R. I ran into a snag. I reached out to Comp Turbo. Some of you are probably familiar with Comp Turbos. They're pretty well known in the industry. They're comparable to, they're like more of a mid-level brand. I wouldn't say they're like a Precision or a Garrett or a Turbonetics, but they're pretty comparable. They do make some good turbos, and they have one of the only oil-less turbos, which is what I wanted for the YFZ 1000R, so that I don't have to run all these extra lines and stuff like that. But without getting into crazy detail, I reached out to Comp Turbo, to their sales team. They were interested in making me 2 custom smaller turbos so we could do a twin turbo deal on the 1000R. And then 6 weeks of working with them, they then turn around and say, well, we can't make you custom turbos after all. So I don't quite understand that business practice, but unfortunately, they're not gonna make me the small turbos that I want for whatever reason. So anyways, that was 6 weeks wasted, and 6 weeks of postponing the YFZ 1000R because I was trying to make that a twin turbo in the final video, the finale for you guys. So unfortunately, not gonna be rocking twin turbos in the finale. It's gonna be naturally aspirated. I am finishing that up. Don't know how much of that you can see behind me, but that thing is almost ready to go. And in the finale video, it's gonna be sick. It's gonna be a long one, but it's gonna be sick. And you guys are gonna get to see every detail along the way. So lots of headaches, trials and tribulations on that to make something super sick, super clean, super wild looking. Definitely not gonna wanna miss that one. That's probably gonna be the next video I post, or 2 videos from now. So keep an eye out for that. I know y'all are super excited for that one. Also, as you can see on my left here, Operation Free Raptor to help kid in need is in the works. That's gonna be a multi-part series because I need your guys' help with that. And then also the Banshee is directly behind me, the 521 Super Cub, my race bike, my race bitch. That one is torn down right now. I have the transmission out to Brad from Tyson. I have a whole bunch of parts on order for that. It's going on alcohol. I'm not playing games this year. I wanna beat somebody's ass at Sand Wars. So I'm really hoping that we get that thing dialed in the next couple weeks. I'm going to see a top secret builder and get some help with that, because I'm very new to alcohol. So it's gonna be a really interesting year this year, guys. So anyways, let's get to work on the Raptor 660. Alright, rippers and ripettes, it's time to get started on the Raptor 1050. We're going to start by changing out the rear carrier bearings, since the rear tires don't want to spin, so that's definitely robbing us of some serious potential horsepower. While we're at it, we might as well get some chain lube on that sucker. She's been sitting outside looking all crusty, and she's definitely going to rob us of power, so. Boy, their friggin' bearings are bad in this thing. God, that's hard to turn. We're getting robbed of free horsepower. There we go. That's no good. That's robbing us of power right there. You see that? Just so you guys get a good idea that this isn't a brake issue, or it's definitely the bearings. So bad. Oh my God, look at that, was hand loose. We would have took this thing out ripping and it literally would have threw one of the wheels off. Look at that. At least it's grease though. Jeez. Alright, that's definitely sticky. Come on. Ah. Whew. Okay. Oh my God, they are so bad. Look at the play. It does roll freer, so we definitely got a caliper issue, but still. See how it kind of hits a spot and stops? That's bad. That's no bueno. Holy shit. I guess we're gonna have to put the wheels back on. I don't think they're backwards. Okay. Oh. There we go. Oh my God, that's hard. Woo! Yeah. Yeah, I'll say that was a tough one. Yeah, all right, now I'll go for round two. Dang. Breakfast of champions. Always stick one of your old nuts back on there so you don't squash the threads. Or use a block of wood. Whew. Totally shot. Bad juju. Yeah, that wasn't bad, right? While we're waiting for the carrier bearings to arrive from Amazon, let me tell you a quick funny side story about the carrier bearings themselves. So I searched online to find a set of bearings and seals in stock from the local Yamaha dealership because I didn't want to wait for the ship times. So I took a trip downtown and I didn't think to ask the guy on the phone how much the bearings were when I walked in because I was willing to pay an upcharge for the bearings and seals from the dealership. So I let the guy ring everything up for 2 bearings, 2 seals. It was $150 total. So obviously my wow face came out and I had to jokingly explain to the guy that costs more than the quad's worth. And that I was just going to order them online for either $11 on eBay for 4-day shipping or on Amazon for $21 for 2-day shipping. And when he tried to talk to me about the quality of the bearings, he didn't know that I was in manufacturing for over 10 years and that Yamaha wasn't making their own bearings. They were probably using a Koyo or Timken, which doesn't cost near what they're upcharging us out the ass for them. And he tried to argue with me a little bit about it, but I just wasn't up for debate because I know how companies rob us of our hard-earned money every single day with their bogus upcharges out of simple greed. But I thought I should share this to help somebody else out on their journey. So guys, just make sure to price check places. And while yes, you do get what you pay for, I am a huge firm believer in that in today's world, there are still great deals to be had if you just simply look, or literally just the opposite of that as well if you don't look. So guys, rippers and ripettes, safe shopping out there. Just for informational purposes, all I am doing here is adding some weld to the outside to create a lip, or as the professional word, a bead, so that the clamp has something to stop the hose from just pulling off the end under very intense pressure situations that we will be putting this bad mamma jamma thing through. Insert smiling devil face emoji here.
Clean this up a little bit with a grinder. We'll drill the inside out with a drill bit. And that'll be it. All I need is something to catch the hose clamp on the way out, so that way it stops and doesn't slide off anymore. Let's get it going.
And now we're good. Now we got her past the bead. We just put this guy on the outside then. That ain't coming off of there. This hose and hose clamp are junk. While we're at it, the tires on this 1050 Raptor have seen better days, so we may as well swap them for something with a little more bite to them. I happen to have this $250 Raptor 350 sitting out back with a decent set of kicks. We can even turn these wheels around so we get a little more width in the front as well, for some slidey boy activities, of course. And to answer your question, yes, I did forget to put the wheel spacers on and turn the wheels around. So that's why I'm back here doing it again. I'm human and I make mistakes. Don't you judge me.
fast too. A little drunk, but I'm alright. Cause I've been hanging with you, and it feels like love.
Alright, back to work on the carrier bearings. Nothing crazy to report here. Bearings came in on time. And we're just going to toss these suckers in, hopefully not drop it on the floor again and ruin it. This should only take a few minutes. Let's go ahead and speed this process up right about here.
I want you here with me. Am I out of my mind? Or is this how it should be? You made me sing about love. So just tell me if I'm wrong. But it feels like love. Yeah, it feels like love. Yeah! Don't know what you do, but you make me feel fine. And you can't deny we are not just killing time. You should let me know if you want this true. Baby, you just make me feel crazy. A little crazy for you.
Gonna press that caliper in because I think it's a little sticky, and then I'll let it work itself back out with the back brakes. That ought to take care of the stickiness because it does work when it's pressed, so it might just been sitting for a long time. I'll put some PB on it, spray it, clamp it down. We should be good to go.
Ooh yeah, baby. Check out that wide-ass front end, man. We are going to be doing some crazy shit here in a second.
Alright, boys. Putting my helmet strap on. Let's go have some fun with this bad mamma jamma. I'm excited. This thing is an absolute animal. I see I need air in the tires, though. Fuck it. She's all fixed up, no leaks. She sounds really, really good. Check the clip here. And then that's pretty much it. I got to get an actual battery for it because that's the YFZ 1000R battery. So that actually belongs in the YFZ, and this needs a little bit of a shorter battery because this little 3-cylinder doesn't need 220 cranking amps to get this bitch going. So, but for now, this is good. The bracket fell off the back of the seat, so I can't really do a whole lot about that, but this thing is ready to ride. No leaks, a little bit of smoking on the exhaust. I never point stuff like that out because I just assume everybody knows, but yeah, a little smoking from the exhaust because when that hose up front there shot off the second time, when I pulled it back in the driveway, it dumped oil. As you can see, like this whole section of the exhaust is darker than like this section back because that's still wet from oil. I can still feel the oil on that. So, but anyways, good enough to go for a ripper.
and see what this puppy's got. I want to do some donuts. I want to do a couple wheelies. And yeah, I'm excited to rip this thing. I actually really like this quad. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Oh, that sounds totally healthy. Yeah, I really like this one. Other than like this stuff that I gotta fix on it. But it revs super fast, like. Well, yeah, you gotta keep it running, but. I think the exhaust has part to do with that, and we are gonna fix the exhaust at some point too. But for now, woo! Oh god! Woo! Caught that one. Okay, caught that one. Wow, that scared the bejesus out of me. And I think the throttle's stuck a little bit on me there. Oh god, I got my heart going. Sheesh! I caught it though, I caught it. And then I think the one solenoid here is going bad. Yeah. So and the shifting pattern is backwards on this one because they did a direct mount like Vasily did on the Hayabusa Raptor 700. So we should put a linkage on there and fix that because it's kind of messing with me, but I can get used to it. It's not that bad. Yeah, man, I'm excited. I think this thing's super cool. The stance on it is much wider than it was before with them front wheels flipped. But I gotta get the back wheels out a little bit. We need like a 2-inch extension on the back. What we really need is an extended axle and maybe a +2 or +4 swing arm. So if one of you guys got one by chance, drop me a comment below and let me know. I'd be interested in a good deal for one, not top dollar. I'd be interested in a budget good deal because this isn't anything expensive or showy. So I don't really need nothing crazy just to do some ripping with this thing and make it more of a stable chassis. And that's what the goal was here. Fix some of the little things and just make it more of a rideable, stable machine, even though it's like a whole hell of a lot of horsepower jammed in this tiny frame, right? So anyways, let's get rocking and rolling. She looks sexy, don't she? Dang. It is gonna be fun beating the bejesus out of that thing, I'll tell you that. All right, let's have some fun. Let's try not to fly off the thing, yeah? Woo! Yeah, that throttle sticks. Uh-oh. Oh, come on, what are you doing to me? I'm telling you, we got a little electrical gremlin too we gotta fix. Or did it hit the switch? No, see, look, it's dead. So we have a little electrical. Watch if I shake this. See, I think it's right here. I think it's one of these guys. One of the, see how it flickers? It's gotta be this. It is this. The starter solenoid. Oh, there it is, I found it. Right there, look at that. That's how fast I troubleshot that baby. These were swiggling off a little bit. This is a great wire job. I don't know why anything would be wrong with it. Hopefully you can read my sarcasm on that one. Okay. You're gonna behave this time? You gonna behave this time? No, you're not gonna behave this time. You're angry.
know it ain't the starter solenoid. Oh, is it the flip switch? Are we hitting the flip switch and pissing it off? No. No. What the hell? Kind of, oh wait, we got the fuse box. The woes and troubles of working on other people's nightmare. Oh. Well, whatever I wiggled on the fuse box, got it working again. I'm gonna leave that up here, I think, and tuck all the rest of that down in there. Nope, that didn't work. It definitely fuse box. Watch. Come on, you just did it. There, see? Well, wire is it though? Is it this main red one over here? Because that's main power. So like this fuse right here. That's definitely it. All right. Well, let's tuck this in and see. I will come back to that. If I have to, I will pull that out and run that separate from the fuse box because that's main power. So, some quick troubleshooting, yeah? All right, better than it was. Let's see how long it lasts. I did not hit record on this by accident. Alright, I at least want to, I don't think it's going to donut, I think it's just going to want to throw me off, but I at least want to give it a shot. Whoa, shit, man! I don't know, man. We need some ball tires on her if we're gonna try donuts. Oh, she likes it. Oh no, okay. Okay. I guess instead of doing a donut, we ripped the tire off the rim. Damn! I wonder how cool that looked on video though. Come on, man, I just put it on. There was air in that. You're telling me this thing has so much goddamn torque that it literally rips the wheel off the rim. Jesus, man. 140 horsepower. I don't even know how many foot-pounds of torque, but must be a million if it ripped a friggin' quad tire right off the rim. I'm gonna get some wheels on this quick and then we're gonna get back at it. All right, boys. We got the bead fully on this time. I put a little PB blaster on it. I let the air all the way out, let the bead pop off, and then I put PB blaster on and I got her to fully seat this time. So I think that's why it popped off. It was only half seated. But I'm ready to take this thing for another little rippy. Wow, yeah, we need to re-gear this thing. This thing is, oh yeah, wait, down would be first, yeah. Yeah, baby. Wait, so up. Oh, okay. Well, that's not easy to put in a neutral. I'll just say it like that. That may have been in third gear. I think we got the electrical issue worked out at least a little bit. My goal is to actually do a donut this time. So, up is first. Yeah, okay, that's first gear. Whoa, that thing does not like the donut, man. She's too top heavy. We need to be like really wide. Yeah, she not liking donuts, man. She likes to throw me off. Right. Yeah. Oh my God, this thing is wild, man. So much power at my fingertips. Whoa! There goes the seat. That's okay. I knew that was gonna happen. We'll get that all figured out, though. Uh-oh. Why is she smoking? I just want to make sure she's not leaking and doing all kinds of crazy. That's a lot of smoke. Oh, okay, it's just the header smoke burning off. Yeah, we're not leaking anything. Not a big deal. I know that that's gonna burn itself off over time, so not a big deal. There we go. And there's no clip on the seat, so it's just literally sitting there right now. Temperature looks good. We're only halfway, which is good. I know the fan works. I still hear the chain clicking, so we might have to look at that a little bit, but woo, this thing is wild though, man. I can't wait to get an extended swing arm on it. Oh, the chain popped off, but the case saver saved it. The case saver saved it. That's my sign, boys. That's my sign to be done. And that's why she's clicking. So we'll get that fixed in the next video. If anybody's got aftermarket extended A-arms, axle, or a 2 or 4 plus swing arm, let me know in the comments below. Let's link up. I need a good budget deal to get this thing ripping and riding. Awesome to put it up against the YFZ 1000.
If you guys enjoyed the content today, you already know what to do. Also, don't forget to check out the Shopify store for some cool channel merch, and I'll catch you guys in the next one for some more upgrades and insane ripping.
Who needs to mow grass when you have the Grass Eater 9000 out here?